Hi everyone and welcome to Back Bedroom Art, and I've got two of the Max Retros. In fact, it's the last two of the four that I brought as a little set from Amazon around Christmas time. So they were the four that you'd get: the Game Boy, the headphones, the Walkman, the guitar and the camera. Now the guitar and the camera I've already done, that's in a previous video. Now I've just got the Walkman and the Game Boy to do, which are both going to be done in this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one first. I will open this bad boy up and then I will start building it. I am going to do it on fast forward, and there'll be some lovely AI music for you to enjoy as you're watching it. But anything tricky pops up, I will stop the fast forward and I'll explain what I'm doing. But they are quite straightforward little kits. So here is the first one. I'll put that one to the side. I might fast forward this bit because I'm terrible at opening these. It says pull down here. So there we go. And if you're wondering where I brought this, I did buy from Amazon, but I've seen them in Smith's. And you can buy them individually. So if you only want the Game Boy, you can buy just the Game Boy. Look at this. It's like peeling an orange. And we're almost in, because then you've got this bit. It's worth seeing this bit as well, because it is awful trying to get this up. Do you know what? Let's use my screwdriver. My rusty screwdriver, which has seen a lot of action. Ah, there we go. they're well sealed up. And there we go. We are in. So, pop. And then you get your instructions. By the way, just want to point this out. These would make lovely Christmas ornaments. You could also decorate these. Very nice little things. Little bird bath for a very regal bird. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. So these are your instructions. 175 pieces, and as you can see, it's very, very straightforward. It tells you what pieces to get and then how to put them together. Then you move on to the next bit. Tell you what pieces to get, put them together, and so on until it's built. The only thing I don't like is the fact that they could easily have had all the bits for the first half in that bag and all the bits for the second half in that bag, but oh no, that'd be too easy. They mix it all. So you need to open up both bags like thus. Now, you didn't see me using my teeth. So out they come. Oh, I do like that sound. The sound of cascading plastic. And if ever there was a name for a band from the 80s, Cascading Blanket. Cascading Plastic. It's an awesome name. There we go. Don't throw away the bags just in case a piece has got caught somewhere in amongst it. I've made that mistake and I'll never do it again. So there's two ways you can do this. You can just get the pieces and build as you go along, or you could set them to one side. And I'm not going to do too much with me talking. I am going to fast forward soon, but it wanted a blue piece with 2 pegs. There's a blue piece with 2 pegs. And I heard you say hooray when I said I wasn't going to do much talking. You cheeky little scamp. Yeah. And now I need that. That's the smooth bit. So I need the 4 and a small little smoothie. A tiny little bald piece. Come on, smoothie, where are you? Well, while I was looking for the ball piece, I found that piece. Yeah, I've got no preference to this. In a weird sort of way, getting all the pieces ready and doing them in a long line, so you do a batch. And then, oh God, I can't find it. Or doing it as you find the pieces. It's personal choice, isn't it? Where on earth can you be? It gets a lot easier as you go along, because the less pieces, the less looking you've got to do. And can you see, can you tell that I'm waffling in sheer desperation of keeping something going whilst I'm looking for it. Always comes a point, and I didn't think it would come this early in the video, where I think, oh my god, I'm missing a piece. They do get caught sort of in amongst other pieces. I need a little smooth piece, which is just eluding me. No. Please don't say I've actually got a piece missing. Right. We can find this. And this is the... Oh, there it is. Yeah, got it. Phew. I was going to say, this is the fun you'll get. So, stage 1, I've got all the pieces. And like I said, you can then go and find the pieces for the other stages. So, I need that weird little L-shaped. I need that, and I need a freer. Always be careful, because sometimes it will say you need 2 of them, or sometimes it might say this thing here times 2, so you complete the thing twice. But yeah, so I'm going to get the 4 peg. The smoothie bit goes there, and the other smoothie bit goes there. And then that goes underneath, bunk, because there's my L shape. And then it says I put the 4 piece there, like so, and the 3 goes there, and then this piece goes there. So I end up with that. Does it look like a Walkman? Getting there. Right, so this is the bit where you've got an idea of what I'm doing. So I'm just going to fast forward. If I get to a tricky bit, like, I don't know, say this bit here is tricky, I will pause and I'll let you see what I'm doing. But otherwise, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go, because you don't want to see things too far away. Right, take it away, AI music. Let's get building. That's really cool. I like that. And I like the orange. You can see where the bits turn for the tape itself. Oh, I hope we get to build a tape. Alright, let's carry on with this bad boy. Right, that's it finished, and I tried to recreate the picture actually with the headphones standing up, leaning against a Walkman and the tape. But yeah, I would say it's probably the worst of the bunch. I like it, but it just seems to be lacking something, like maybe a screen there. It's nice putting the tape in. I do like that. Clunk. It just could do with something there. Why is there 2 holes? No idea. I'd like it if the buttons moved, but yeah, it's headphone moves around a bit. Yeah, it's nice, but of the 4 I built, it's probably the one that I personally wouldn't have on display anywhere. I would probably put it away in a drawer to never be seen again. But you might love it. You might think it's amazing. But yeah, first Max Retro one, I've actually been a bit unimpressed with the finished result. It just seems to be a little bit like unfinished. But anyway, I'm going to do the one that I've been looking forward to doing the most next, and it's the Game Boy. And I'm not going to fast forward this one. I'm actually going to let you see it and hear me waffle as I build it and reminisce about the old days. So yeah, let's spin the camera and let's get into it. Now it's the turn of the Game Boy. I'm really looking forward to this. So I didn't bother showing all the bits coming out of the bag. There was 2 bags inside the golden ball, and there's all the lovely bits. So you've got your booklet again, and you can probably see there's like a display on the screen and a Tetra Tower. We know what it actually is. It's Tetris, isn't it? But there you go. And look, there's your little stickers inside there. I was looking everywhere for that, and then a light bulb moment went, oh, maybe the stickers are inside the book, and there they were. So I put them to one side. Oh my days, so much loveliness. So there's a lot of white because the Game Boy is white. Or greyish. Do you remember that? It was actually more that colour, wasn't it? So I hope it isn't too white. Let's have a look at the picture. It's quite white actually. It's more like an off-white greyish. I seem to remember that colour, but I could be thinking it wrong. Anyway, let's build the thing. Let's build the thing. So I need 2 of these little lanterns. And again, if you are more interested in bits of the build, or you don't want to hear me waffling, just fast forward. So you had no choice with the last one, but this one, you got a choice. Listen to me waffle, or fast forward to the end. Now that is not the clearest of things. I think that's a smooth bit, because I'm looking at those 4 pegs. So it's not really showing it. It's not showing it there. But I would say that's a smooth bit, whereas that is going to have pegs either side. That one. It's not. We're looking at a normal one, aren't we? Hang on. Hang on, where are we going? When you first start these, it's always a lot of bits to fiddle through, and yes, I could have sorted them out. In fact, I think I will after I've done this first bit, and then I'm going to sort them into piles so you don't have to wait so long. And remember this from last time, saying the same thing. Where are you? Where are you? So I just need that. So I've got, oh, next to my neighbour's dog. That's seeing something you don't like. Probably a green fly, or, oh, look at that. That's cruel. I kept seeing that and ignoring it, but it's oh, both bits are stuck on. Oh no. Oh, why would you do that? Oh, got it apart. Right, so the way it's looking is like that. These can only go on one way because they've got 2 pegs and they wouldn't fit otherwise, so that's going to go like that, with a bit sticking out and a bit sticking out. You go on the other side with a bit sticking out and a bit sticking out. So it looks like a very confused robot. A very confused robot, because that's wrong. That's more like it. And these go on with the pegs sticking out to the side, like this. Then of course, oh no, I've lost it. Oh no, there it is. This just sticks on the back, and then that sticks in there, like that. Then we've got that. So I'm just going to pause while I sort out a load of the next bits. You may see a few of the piles that I've already sorted out over there. It goes way over there, they do. Let's move these over a little bit. So, don't put that away. I need that. So we got to that stage, and we did stage 1. So stage 2 involves, oh, it's so much easier when you do this, these pieces. And we're looking at what I did with the white at the bottom. So this orangey bit goes on there. And then you need the mouth. Then it looks like I'm building robots. And then there we go. And then we got, well, we're doing what we did earlier again. And all these sticky out bits are for something to stick on to later, aren't they? Clearly they are, Paul. I don't think anybody watching this is thinking otherwise. Ooh. Make sure I get it on right. Need them sticking out that way. Very easy to put them on the wrong way, and then that'll become horrible later on if you realised it then. So always double check. So next we want these bits. It's coming together nice and fast. This is obviously something internal. Oh, I needed 2 of these, not 1. It's alright, because it's bright yellow, very easy to spot. So it's going on with the sticky out bits to the sides, like that. And then you go on there. And instead of it being a mouth, sunglasses. Alright. Next page. Oh no, it's not the next page. It's 2 of these. So the way it's saying it is the peg closest goes on that peg there. And then the other one goes on top. Alright. Some more brightly coloured bricks. And we're building something separate. So it's white with this thing going on the second from the end. It's going to snap. Oh, I like that noise. And then this brick goes on like that. And then the red goes on with the peg sticking upwards. Somehow. There we go. So there's no pegs that side, and then you go on the end with the peg sticking out the back. Then I believe we do it all again. I just knock the camera while I'm getting the bits. Why not? So that peg, and we're just doing it in reverse now. That goes there. Although technically, don't think about it. It's the red bits that will be important. The red sticky out bits. So don't copy that, otherwise you'll get that again. And blue out the back. So when we go side by side, we're going to have that going on, aren't we? Ooh. And funny enough, speak of the devil. So it's the top pegs. Because it's showing it going on the top pegs on that side, it's going to go on the top pegs on the other. Like this. Like this. And if you're ever unsure, have I done it right? Look at the next stage. And you'll go, ta-da! That's showing it flush, because I was thinking that. That shows it flush. Why am I not flush? Because I've got too many bits on. Let's take that off. Take that off. That shouldn't be on. How did I do that wrong? Yeah, this is wrong. He's probably shouting at the screen going, Paul, what have you done? I'm sorry if you copied me, but at least we find out together that it's wrong. I'm just going to pause while I try and separate these 2 bricks. Right, so now that I took it off, I think it was just 2 bits stuck together and I just didn't notice. Anyway, I'll check back on the video and find out what I've done wrong, but it's just one of these and I had 2 connected together. So now when this goes on, it looks smooth, and that's why I checked ahead, because if I check ahead, I'll know if it's wrong, and yes, it just looks so wrong. It looks so very wrong. Anyway, so there we go, done that bit now. And now we've got to just do this little bit here. And I go to the side, so we end up with sticky out bits to the side. So you see how much fun I had separating them. Look at the indents in my fingers. I had to get Rachel to do it in the end. She was the one that managed to do it. Alright, let's turn over the page. Oh, we're going to add to this, are we? Oh, and I did this, just to point something out, I did pick that bit up initially. I thought, that must be the bit I use. It just looks different in the picture. But no, there is the same colour, so make sure you use the right colour. Alright, that goes there. And then these little sticky out pegs go out to the sides. And then we have that there. And then this smooth bit on the end, which then goes underneath on this orangey bit. Ka-dunk. Okay, then a green bit goes on there, and a lighter green bit goes on there. It's like camo colours, isn't it? So we now got that. Okay, over the page. I'm going to do a few more sections and I'm going to have a pause. I'm a lightweight nowadays. I'm an absolute lightweight. Okay, so I got my 2 and I got my 4, and that's interesting. So if I turn it that way, it wants this going on like that. It goes flush up against that, and then that goes there, and that goes there, and we do it the other side as well in line with it. So that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Isn't it colourful? I'm guessing all this is going to be hidden, so you're not going to see it. You'll get an idea of the size of it, can't you? Because that's obviously the top. Or I put it near the bottom. You can even see where the buttons are probably going to go. The little black ones. Anyway, coming back. Oh, we've got a bit here now. So make sure we go the right way round. So like that. This goes on. Oh, I see. Don't miss that top one. And it goes on like that. That's the way to say it. That's what it's saying, and then that goes on there. That just looks wrong. So let's do the old look at the next page. Yeah, no, look, if you see it there, that looks weird, but it isn't finished. There's going to be more to it, isn't there? Actually, just quickly, it's always going to stop there. Let's do this next bit, and then I might make it a bit clearer. So I've got to get the bits for this. So it's 2 of these. It's one of these, which is a double pegger. Dunk, dunk. It's a flat freer, and then it's a fat freer. And flat freer goes on top of the fat freer, if that makes sense. And then we need a double pegger, which goes on there, and then a single double pegger that goes on there, and then this goes on top. Notice it's saying the first and the third, so the 4 peg overhangs, and then underneath, that way around obviously, the first and third, so we end up with that. And this goes on there and is held in place with another one of these, which goes on like that, and then a single one goes on like that. No, it doesn't, because there's like a edge one. So that's what I was going to put on, but it's this, like cornery piece. So that goes on there, like that. It looks weird. I don't know how that's going to work out, but that's how it's going. That's how it's going. Anyway, you know what's going to happen on the other side. It's going to be what I've just done. No, it's not actually. Look, it's a 2-pegger, a fat 2, a long fat 2, and a long fat 2, which goes on higher, goes in the top peg, so it leaves space underneath. You can see it's sitting high, and on the other side you get a corner piece which goes on there. Oh, hang on. It's all falling apart. I'm sure it'll be a lot more secure once all the bits are on. Okay, and then we need that on, which will make it a bit more secure. Nice. And then it's a single, and then it's a long one, which goes on there. Yeah, that's a lot more secure now. Oh, hang on, apart from that. There we go. That's odd though, the way it's not quite lined up. I hope there's more to it than that. But you can see that's how it goes. And if it's wrong, I'll just have to redo the whole video. Whew. Right, I'm going to have my rest now, and what I'll do is I'll sort out all the other bits over here into their relative piles. That's an unfortunate word. Into the relevant, what I need, basically. And I'm back. Not that you would have missed me. Not that you I'm sure you would have missed me, but if you'd been here, but I was only gone a few seconds. Right, shut up, Paul, just get on with it. Right, anyway, so here we go. So I just done that bit, and we've ended up with that. I don't know why I'm reminding you, because that literally happened a second ago for you. Anyway, moving on very rapidly. So doing this one here, I think that's going to be a button for controlling something, isn't it? We do the little stubby thing, and then the red thing goes in there. It's very technical, this. So the stubby thing and the red thing go together. That is definitely a button, isn't it? Very nice. And I'll put it there. Oh no, I think we might be doing the cartridge actually. All right, let's just get the next three. So it's the double-sided thing, and then a flat tour. Ow, this is hurting. It'll go snap and catch my fingers, you watch. Nope, it didn't. And then another flat tour goes on top. Okay, and we'll put that to one side. Although we'll come back to it. So this green thing goes like that. That goes on top. And then this greyish thing. So we're looking at the second one in. So it goes there. And then the button with the ball at the bottom goes there, and then this goes on there. So we've now got that going on, and then we go short piece, long piece, short piece, long piece. Yeah, this is definitely the cartridge, isn't it? And over the page, we then have these two things. One. Two. Is it the cartridge or is it the screen? Might be the screen. Let's find out together. We're going on a journey of discovery by building the thing. Right, so hold it this way. This goes on that side. And then it's the freer. I'm just going to snap my fingers in. And then the long piece goes on there. And then we stick it on to that there. Yeah, it's the screen, isn't it? You can sort of see it taking shape. Very nice. Right, over the page, we now got some more pieces to put on. So it's going to be smoothie bit, then a single flat peg, and then these double enders, double entrées, one in, two in. Oh, I used to knock it off. Yeah, be very careful. When it's finished, I'm sure it's going to be solid, but at this point, if you push on something else pops out. Right, so we've done that. And I'm going to do a little bit of building. So double ender and a single flat white. So I'm in Starbucks, doesn't it? A single flat white. Then a sticky out peg piece goes there, and then a plain boring white square piece goes there. And then it's going to be two flat, a window with no glass there, and then a two flat goes there. And then it's a white square with a peg, a square plain white piece, and then a flat two piece. So with there, God, this is a lot going on here. Right, double ender, and then a robot with one eye goes there. Then a flat two piece goes there, and then the double-sided single piece goes there. Right, turn it around so it's the robot eye sticking up. We then have a square with a sticking out bit there, and then two plain boring single pieces there. Oh God, he's going to kind of collapse on me in that. Damn you, stay together. And then that one goes there. Yay! Then a chunky two-piecer goes there, and then a single white square with a pokey out bit goes there. I hope nobody's listening to this, like next door neighbours, because they'll be thinking, what on earth is he going on about it next door? He's gone mad. Okay, so a single white piece with a hole in it, a polo, goes there, and then a chunky two-piece goes there, and then bridging the gap between the hole and the chunky two-piece goes a flat tour, and then another flat tour. God, whoever designs these is so clever. Okay, over the page. So on top of the bit that I've been building, the boring plain one goes there, and the one with a peg sticking out goes there, and then the flat tour goes in there. This is going to slide in somewhere. I know it's going to slide in somewhere. And be very clever how it does it as well. And then traffic light with just two aspects, and it goes there, and then a single Cyclops robot eye there. Then we get the other piece, that bit down, and we hold it together, and we're going to connect them by doing this four piece here. So I'm going to do that, and then that goes there, and then a single, oh, it goes there. Holy days! Yeah, this is going to slide in. So robot eye goes in first and just slides in. You can see the four buttons for the left, right, up and down, and the different buttons for the jumping and ducking and whatever you're doing in the game. And this is very fragile, but when that all goes on, that's going to make it solid. Okay, now we've got two of these, and we're going to put them together. Like thus. And then I've got these four pieces. So the hole to the side like that, a single flat there, then a single flat there, single flat there, then over the page. This is where I now freestyle it, so I haven't got any more little piles because I've got hardly any pieces left. I say hardly, still a lot, but I've got less pieces. I thought I would just freestyle it. So that traffic light thing goes there, that slides on there with the hole to the side. Then we need one, two of these flat forers, and it goes on and on, just like my voice, on and on and on. Right, and this goes there. Oh, I see. That bottom corner peg, that one, connects to that. So what we've got to do is that. Is it on? Yep. Yes. Coming together nicely. That, and that's what I mean. It's not taking me long to find the pieces. And that goes on like thus. And then we have these two large curvy pieces that go on like that. And oh, like that. I really can't wait until this is a bit more secure. Need something on this side to secure it. You can really see it now, can't you? It's taken shape now. There's no, even if I just left that on the side and did no more to it, somebody would go, Game Boy, easily. Ooh, some movie stuff. So I need that, and I also need that. That one sticks on at the top. This will definitely help secure it. The forer goes next. And then this one here, the big boy, goes on there. Still weird that. Anyway. Ta-da! Looking so much better than the Walkman. Not that the Walkman's terrible, but you know what I mean. Ah, this will secure it now. So we need a long one, a little one, and one that's in between. So we'll do this one first at the top. Then we'll do the forer next, and then we'll do the long one. And now it's so much more secure. Oh no, Paul. I missed that off, didn't I? It's did off. Was I supposed to do? Yes, I was, wasn't I? Both sides. And I was supposed to do that as well. Twice. Oh, you plank. Well, it wouldn't be back bedroom art without at least one mistake. Although I've made more than that. But it was no hardship, was it? So that goes there. So I was just basically duplicating what I did on the left side for the right. And now that goes on there. And voila. So I've done that now and done that. Done that, done that. Right, batons. So I need these semicircular ones, and there should be a square one somewhere. I think I'll put the square one in first, and then semicircle, arched window, isn't it? An arched window at night with the blinds drawn, completely black. And then we got to do the buttons. So that one there. Oh, nice. This peggy one goes in there. And then that goes in there. And then we've got some red ones. A, B, X and Y, is it? Oh, of course, as well. Don't forget, they are slightly different colours. So the pinkier ones go there and the darker ones go there. Oh, and it's saying to put your sticker on. Woohoo! So we're playing Tetra Tower, are we? Can't beat a bit of Tetra Tower. I suppose it's one less copyright to worry about, isn't it? Oh, come on. Come on, sticker. I don't want a bit that's damaged on the corner. Tetra Tower. Do 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 do. No, that's not how the music goes, is it? Ding 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 ding. No, don't do it, because then I will get copyright striked. Lovely. So I've done the buttons, done the sticker. One face. Right. Building some part of the backing. Can't have enough of that. It's 3 of these ones which have got like little pegs on them, and it goes on like that. A 1, a 2, a 3, and then the pieces that look like air vents. 1, 2, 3, and then that for the middle pegs goes on there, so like that. But it sticks up on the sides. I don't think that's right. I think it goes on like that. Those grey ones, and then the red one. Yeah, so it goes on like that. Oh, it's so exciting. Getting near the end. So stage 51, we need that and that. And we need air vents again. And the easiest thing to do is put the middle one on first, because it connects the 2 together. And then that can go there. If I do it the right way around. And then that can go there. So I've done that. And now we need 2 more. And we put these pieces on. So 1. And now I'm going to attach that. And then another 1. And now I'm going to attach that. And now another 1. That's on. And then we have these sliders that go on underneath. I think we're pretty much finished with the Game Boy. Just the cartridge to go. Yeah, it goes on with the sliders down. So keep the air vents together. There we go. You can see the hole for the cartridge. Oh, I like it. It's very good. I was so glad I left this till last. It's made my heart sing. So, oh sorry, it's 2 of these big chubby fat tubers. And you've got the slim 4 peg that goes on top. They go together. I was just about to do that without even saying a word. That goes underneath. And then we're going to build like a little rim around it. So it's a flat grey 2-piece that goes in there. And then it's these side pieces that go on, leaving pegs on the outside. That's wrong. That's right. Over the page, we then do the same, but for the top. So that goes on, and then that goes on the side. That goes on the side, and that is contained. I do the sticker last, but we do flats all the way around. No, we don't. There's a flat. we've got to do this bit first, haven't we? Yeah, we've got to do this bit first. So we do another tour like that, and then these side bits go on, and then a flat 4 peg goes there, and then a smooth one goes on the top, and then now we do the sides. So it's a long, no, short at the top, long at the bottom, short at the top, long at the bottom. Ta-da! And then our Tetra tower is going to stick on. I don't suppose it matters which way around you do it, does it really? Let's peel that off. Oh, peeling off stickers. Gotta love it, ain't ya? Here we go. So that's the top. So the word Tetra should be near the top. What I do is I measure the sides and measure the bottoms. Yeah, it's dead center. We're slightly off center. Can I peel it off? If I can't peel it off easy, then I'm going to leave it. Now I can peel it off. I just want to be over just a millimetre. And then just up a millimetre. God damn you stickers. I was terrible with my football sticker album when I was a kid. Oh, that'll do. Whenever I got my Game Boy cartridges, it was never dead center, the stickers. Right, here we go. I think it's done. So if I turn over the page, yeah, just talking about slotting it in. So in it goes. Do 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 do. No, don't want to get copyright strike. And then out it comes. Oh my god, that is awesome! And if we go over the page, it's just your bricks that you get and some gobbledygook and a picture of to remind you of everything we've done. So you saw me do that in the video, and if you want to see me do those two, they were in a previous video. Each had their own one. Definitely favourite. Second favourite, third favourite. Don't hate it, but yeah, it was not what I was hoping for. And have I got it down here? Yes, I still have. So there is the one I made in this video. You can see why it's not my favourite. It just seems like it's not quite finished. And yes, you can open that up, and yes, you can take your tape out. But I don't know. It just seems not quite finished. I like the headphones though, they're cool. They're groovy. But just the right size for a little dog. Chihuahua. Star of the show though. Game Boy. Love it. And I love the fact you can just pop it in and then pop it out. Love it, love it. And I hope you enjoyed that too. If you did, you know what you got to do. You got to press that like button. You got to subscribe if you haven't done already. I'm going to have some more videos, stuff coming soon. I'm going to give the Max Zuru stuff a rest for a while because I've done a few of those, and I'm going to do something different. So if you enjoyed watching the videos, please, like I said, help support my channel, help it grow. I would love it to be humongous. I know it never will be. It's always going to be small, just like my back bedroom, which is why I called it Back Bedroom Art. But yeah, please help in any way what you can. A like is free and a subscribe is free. And if you do one of these, let me know in the comments. This one, definitely this one. But I get it why some would do the guitar music lovers and all that. Anyway, look after yourself, those you love, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.